Surah Az-Zumar, which translates to the troops, or the crowds, in English, is the 39th chapter of the Qur'an. This surah addresses various themes, including monotheism, Tawheed, the consequences of disbelief, the role of messengers, the importance of faith and good deeds, the day of judgment, and the mercy and forgiveness of Allah. Here is a brief Tafseer, interpretation, of some key themes and verses in Surah Az-Zumar. 1. Monotheism, Tawheed. Surah Az-Zumar reaffirms the concept of monotheism, Tawheed, and the oneness of Allah. It emphasizes the importance of recognizing Allah as the only true God and worshipping Him alone without associating partners with Him. 2. The consequences of disbelief. The surah warns about the consequences of disbelief and disobedience to Allah. It mentions the outcomes of those who reject the guidance of God, including their ultimate punishment. 3. The role of messengers. Surah Az-Zumar underscores the role of messengers, prophets, who were sent by Allah to convey His guidance to humanity. It emphasizes that the purpose of sending messengers is to provide clear guidance and a warning to those who reject it. 4. The importance of faith and good deeds. The surah repeatedly highlights the importance of faith, iman, and good deeds, amal salih. It mentions that faith alone is not sufficient. It must be accompanied by righteous actions. 5. The Day of Judgment. Surah Az-Zumar addresses the concept of the Day of Judgment, when all individuals will be held accountable for their deeds. It emphasizes the need to prepare for that day by living a righteous and obedient life. 6. The mercy and forgiveness of Allah. The surah mentions Allah's mercy and willingness to forgive those who turn to Him in repentance. It encourages believers to seek Allah's forgiveness and to trust in His guidance. 7. The signs of Allah's creation. The surah invites people to reflect on the signs of Allah's creation in the natural world, including the heavens, the earth, and the alternation of night and day, as a means of recognizing His existence and power. 8. The call to sincerity, Ikhlas. Surah Az-Zumar emphasizes the importance of sincere worship and devotion to Allah alone. It warns against associating partners with Him and calls for pure and heartfelt worship. In summary, Surah Az-Zumar contains themes related to monotheism, Tawheed, the consequences of disbelief, the role of messengers, the importance of faith and good deeds, the day of judgment, the mercy and forgiveness of Allah, the signs of Allah's creation, and the call to sincerity in worship. It serves as a reminder of the importance of faith, righteous actions, and obedience to Allah in preparing for the hereafter.